Hey, what's happening? Long time no speak. Shane with ONDA Plus. Tonight I was invited to the Toastmasters in Canary Wharf event. I was with the president, Chinmay, last week, Boken, having a drink, and he invited me over. So me and my wife went today. It was a great community of people. Really good for helping people learn to speak and build confidence and various things really. I'm sure you may have heard Toastmasters. It is a global thing, and I can see why it's such a popular thing. A question that I was asked was, what would I do if fear didn't exist? And my answer was effectively what I'm doing right now, and what I'm doing in my life, and gave the story about my accident in 20th of January 2009, the car crash, and what that taught me about fear. And effectively, we have a short journey on this life, on this planet even, and to realize that there is importance and value in everything. We've got such a short period of time on this planet, and an impact to make, a legacy to live, or a life to live. And yeah, learning that the best things in life come from outside your comfort zones, and that's absolute proof in the pudding for me. My life has gone to amazing heights and met amazing people from taking big steps outside my comfort zone. I don't mean just now. I mean at previous times in life as well. Working in Geneva, working in medical, in finance, in dental. These are amazing things to have achieved, especially for someone that didn't go to university and was considered to never succeed or achieve anything in life, from people, throughout my younger years, let's just say. So, to prove them wrong consistently, consistently, time and time again, it's been quite nice. But that's not been the point for me. That doesn't really do much for your own ambition, your own feelings. It's great to prove people wrong, but doesn't change it. You're still the same person. You've got to live with the life that you live, not just the decisions that you make on behalf of other people, but it's your life. It's not their life. And I'm a big believer of that because of the accident changed the way that I look at life. It makes me appreciate the time that we have and the meaning of everything, really. Because on their moments when you're on your last breaths, or you may not have really been alive for much longer, you realize and appreciate the things that really do matter. And it is the people around you, the support network, the memories that you create, the memories that you've had, the travels that you've had, experiences. It's living life. It genuinely is living life and doing good for other people. I actually got for a first time attending. I actually got awarded the winner for the toast table questions, because it was a pop question. They just threw it at me, and yeah, really pleased. The feedback was pretty positive, or really positive. I can't complain. But we'll definitely be joining back, and I highly recommend, if anyone else is looking to improve their speaking ability or get to know people that are on the same position that they are in, wanting to grow and develop as a person. I highly recommend joining Toastmasters. If you're in the area, then Chinmay's your guy, for the Canary Wharf group. Canary Wharf Toastmasters group. It's normally based at the Barclays over here. But if not, then I'm sure there'll be a Toastmasters in your area. So I highly recommend and encourage people to go out and just give it a shot. Yeah, just wanted to throw that in and give you guys a little update into that, because there's so many things that go on, so many events that take place in your own city as well, not just London. And I feel like we're more than happy just sitting at home watching TV, which is cool. But the best things in life are what come out of your comfort zone. So I'm stepping outside of that. Go to an event, go to a networking event, go to whatever different type of thing that you're interested in, just go to it. Just see how it goes. You might find people that are into the similar stuff that you're in, or maybe not. They might be into different things, but they're interesting to you and get your curiosity, and maybe you start learning about different things that you've not been exposed to before. And that's what's happened consistently through my life, being exposed to finance. So I got exposed to finance in college. In my second year of A-levels, I picked up AS economics, and I suddenly found a subject that I really enjoyed. I was passionate about it, I excited about it, enjoyed learning about it. But I felt like it was too late. My second year of college, picked up a subject. So I finished my exams. Next day I was working at Heart Estate Agents. Wasn't getting paid a lot, but I enjoyed working. I enjoyed being out. Got into British Gas. Anyway, being exposed to various sectors. So when I got into finance, that really exposed me to what goes on in the world. I'm not going to go into details about this stuff, but what takes place in the world of finance, in the world of corporates, and woke me up to a lot. Dental, medical, cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, blockchain, all these different things I know now more on an intricate level than I did a year or two ago, or even 3 years ago. I had no idea compared to what I do now. And that came from just stepping out my comfort zone, constantly stepping out my comfort zone, not being afraid to be a beginner and not know things, but having the courage to just think, you know what, I'll just keep learning, keep picking things up, keep asking questions, keep looking at different things. And where I am now, I could never have dreamed of 3 years ago or 5 years ago. Could never have dreamed of it 10 years ago, because it wasn't in my realm. It wasn't into stuff that I was exposed to. It wasn't in my sphere of what was achievable, I guess, in some respects. My vision was always there, but the ability, the vehicle, it wasn't really there. I was a hard worker. I'm good at sales. It wasn't everything. Every piece of the puzzle wasn't there. Where I am now, I'm far further ahead of completing that puzzle. I'm nowhere near complete, but I'm way further ahead than I was a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 4 or 5, and etc. And that goes the same for everybody. It's taking time to look at yourself and think, what does my puzzle look like? By the end of my life, it's like Kevin Hart says, what does your book look like? Your book of life. What does that look like? I've said this, and I say this quite often, a lot lately especially, is what we do in life echoes for an eternity. What are you doing in this life? Is it adding or removing in terms of the karmic account? Are you adding value to people's lives, or are you taking value from people's lives? Are you making people miserable? These things are really important on the account, I guess, the karmic account of how I look at it, the universe's karmic account. And I really believe that what we do is everything. The actions we take, the way we make people feel about themselves, the way we make people feel being around them, these are all really significant things. So take some time out, have a think about your life, have a think about where you are, where you want to be. Look at that finished puzzle, or look at that puzzle that you have in your mind, or the book, and think, okay, well, there's the edges are done there. I've got the corners, and what do I need to add to make this picture more complete, or to make this book more complete? What things do I need to do to myself, or what do I need to improve on? What skills do I need to develop? Whatever that might be, whatever it might look like in your mind. Where do I need to strengthen where I'm weak, so that I can be nearer to completing that puzzle? And that's the game. I guess I'm enjoying this journey. I'm loving this journey. Genuinely so happy, so grateful to be on this path, on this journey. 7 months ago, on the 14th of April, one of the worst days of my life, feeling super low, like the world was sucking me in, and the birth of ONDA Plus, the 14th of April, because like in my rap, the seed of every setback in life has the seed of an equal or greater come up. We have the potential to, but we have to go for these things, and it's outside our comfort zone. I did not at that time. My comfort zone was to just probably wallow and just be sad. But because my wife and my mum, the motivation, the drive is to do something about the situation that we were in. That was what sparked the flame. And once that was ignited, I was like a bat out of hell. I'm so overjoyed that in 7 months I can look at the catalogue of work we've done and say we've released a trilogy campaign, cinematic opera, a dystopian AI algorithms taken over, a rap that's had God knows how many streams, 2,300 global on Spotify at least from the last time I saw it. An editorial in Startups magazine, my first ever on why smart leaders focus on burnout prevention than cure. I spoke at level 39 in front of over 150 people. Level 39 group, Canary Wharf group, surrounding businesses. I've had networking, I've had meetings with so many people. I spoke at Ministry of Health quickly on the mic, but it was a great Ministry of Health Tech Innovation. Great community of people, again, really, really interesting event to be at. So much fun. And yeah, I can't even remember how many other things we've done. There's been so many things that have happened. 29 NHS and NHR centres wanting to use the product before a concept was even seen. A finalist on AI Forge. You know, how much more happy could I be about this stuff? And now it's a case of me actually just really, really realising, slowing down and realising what I've achieved. You know, what I've actually put into this planet. I've created this stuff from nothing. It came from in here and in here, and it was a calling that I had to put on the canvas. I guess that's my canvas, ONDA Plus, and the creations that I've made. My canvas, my expression of art, and that's one of the coolest things. It's like I saw the guy from Eddie Murphy. I don't know why my mind went blank there. Eddie Murphy was saying he's an artist that can express himself in various forms. So he did stand-up comedy for many years. Absolute goat. Did stand-up comedy, did at Beverly Hills Cop, and changed the game completely. He's released a couple of songs. It's just creation, just expression. And I feel the same way. I feel like I can do things in a different style of not what's out there, but just my own way of doing things. And I may not be the best singer or rapper or video generator or producer or business person, or entrepreneur or networker or a speaker, whatever, fine. But I do it anyway. I'll do it the best way I can, and I'll give it a try, because what's the worst that's going to happen? Nothing. You learn and you grow and you develop from it. And I'm overjoyed at what we've done. There's more still. Ideas Fest, I was there for 2 days, got interviewed by the Venture Room, branded my own t-shirts and hoodies, like 20,000 leaflets went out in London. I was in conversation of getting 13 or 14 billboards around London, but then pulled out at last minute, actually. Not even last minute, I paid and then I had to get a refund. But it was so much that we've done, and it's going to be an amazing new year in a month and a bit's time, when we look back and look at these things and just have a little bit of appreciation for everything. I don't want to wait till the new year to do that. I'm trying to take time to appreciate a bit more frequently, but yeah, the new year is going to be amazing to look back at this year and see what has been done. Mind-blowing. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you for watching. Apologies, I've not been keeping as up to date as I usually do, but I don't want to force things. I don't want to force things and be a slave to the algorithm. I want to do things when they feel right to do, and if it means I don't get 500 or 1,000 views on the video on that platform, then so be it. if it reaches people and it has an impact and it helps people, that's all I can ask for. But thank you again, as always, and catch you soon. Peace.